Okay, so unfortunately, I thought I was recording the whole time. Then I look up and I'm not recording. So I already got my first spread here of the beginning of the collective message. Okay, so the first three cards that came out were the Page of Wands, the Strength in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse, and I was super surprised because I got this energy, this exact energy, in a different reading today. Okay, it kind of blew my mind that it came out the same exact way. All right, this Queen of Wands in reverse that's angry about a message they're getting. Okay, look, it came out the same exact way. Here, the Page of Wands, right? So this person, there's an illusion being lifted here, all right? This person thought they would be getting victory and success with some sort of an ultimate betrayal, all right? Now they feel trapped. Now they feel like their hands are tied, okay? Same exact person that thought that they would be able to overcome this anyways. They would be able to leave this behind, all right, because of their ego or their false sense of control in the situation, okay? So their ego got the best of them. And this is someone that is now feeling upset, not getting what they want when it comes to a home, a union, a relationship, okay? And I was just talking about how this is the same exact energy of the person that didn't listen to their intuition, but thought that they could get control over something anyways. Okay, the plan wouldn't work. And then the High Priestess came out in reverse again. And I'm kind of mad that I didn't get this on camera, because when this card came out is when I looked up at the camera and realized I wasn't even recording, okay? But it came out this way, I swear it did. All right. Yeah, so same exact person, angry. Oh, and I was about their plan. All right. I was talking about how this might be a crime hour, considering this energy is coming out again, the same exact way, twice. So they didn't listen to their intuition. The Moon and the Five of Wands, about some sort of a fight, about some sort of a secret fight, or that they would be able to keep something hidden with an argument, with a fight. Okay, that's what they thought, that this would stay a secret. I don't know what made them think that, okay? No, it was a stupid risk, that something was stupid, foolish, reckless, and it wasn't gonna work. The Queen of Cups in reverse, Nine of Pentacles. This has to do with money, abundance, success, independence. Okay, somebody getting a lot of money. They took a stupid risk here. So tell me more about what they thought would stay hidden here, this message. That they were expecting something, okay? The message is you didn't listen to your intuition, Queen of Wands in reverse, about what you thought would come in or what you were expecting to happen, thinking that something would stay a secret, about this betrayal, expecting money. They were expecting to become the privileged lady. They were expecting to get a lot of money. Yeah, okay. They thought they would have victory and success with a betrayal. Okay, a breakup. A breakup, a separation. Okay, stop the pattern. They had a chance to stop this and they didn't. That's what I feel. Instead, they chose to try and balance it out. So it's almost like they got the warning shot at some point in the past to stop. It's not going to work, okay? They had the opportunity to turn around and they didn't. They decided to try and keep going with something, thinking they could balance it out, thinking that they would be able to win, okay? Yeah, so why Strength in reverse here? The Empress in reverse. Disempowered. They've lost all their strength, okay? Or they were power hungry, control hungry. They were entitled, okay? So something about ego, feeling entitled. The Knight of Cups. They were angry in their ego about a love offer, about somebody coming towards someone in love, some sort of romance. The Arrow, that's the Arrow right there, okay? That's the arrow. Is their entitled energy, is how entitled and controlling they were, and in their ego they were. Okay. Watching, looking, stalking, wanting something to end. They've been watching, looking, and stalking you, waiting for something to end, waiting for a breakup so that they can have a new beginning. Or they had this perception that if something ends, then they would have a new beginning with you. That's what they thought. Okay, well, I don't really get this. Okay, Eight of Swords, Strength. They were trapped in a way of being. Seven of Swords, now, yeah, they lied. They lied about something. They thought they could get away with it, okay? Now they're stressed out. They're nervous. They're anxious. They feel burnt out, exhausted. They're ruminating, okay? They lied. They lied. They can't stop thinking about the lie. King of Wands in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse, okay? What did they lie about? I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Yeah, something about romance and flirting. Okay. That's what they lied about. Who's this King of Wands reverse? Something is not changing now. Yeah, I don't know why. Did this person try to hit on someone? Like, did they try to flirt with someone? I don't know why. It's making me feel like someone thought they could like swoon, or they could flirt. They could try to romance someone in a way and convince someone of lies through romance. What? Okay. That's a leap of faith they took because of their insecurity, or they felt abandoned, left out in the cold, in lack, like it's not enough, they don't have enough, something's not good enough, or they did something because they felt like they had been left behind, they had been left out of something. A Queen of Cups and the Three of Wands. Oh yeah, something that they planned in the future with a Queen of Cups. Something they planned here, okay? Who's this Queen of Cups that they planned something with? A child in reverse. They planned something here about not having a child, losing a child, not being innocent, a divorce, and something corrupt, or something illegal, something corrupt, a divorce, or somebody was not married, somebody doesn't have a child, or something about not getting married, not having a child. This is what this Queen of Wands in reverse planned for the future, is to make sure that you don't get married and you don't have children with someone. Because they were expecting to be the privileged lady. Okay. A Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, somebody that's greedy, shallow, materialistic, somebody not getting the house, having to move out of the house, losing a home, moving out of a home, or somebody not getting a home, or so that someone doesn't get a home. Okay, so someone doesn't want you to be married and they don't want you to have kids because they don't want you to get a property and they don't want you to have a home, all right? The Eight of Swords. This is why they're trapped now. because a King of Swords is not going to work together with them. This is why they're trapped and stuck, because a King of Swords is not going to work together with them, or a King of Swords can't find a solution to something because they're exposed as being a false person with some sort of money. Because someone is exposed when it comes to someone receiving money for something, giving someone money. Somebody doesn't want to work together anymore. A King of Swords. The pathway is blocked. The pathway is blocked. They can't keep going down this path now that they've been exposed. And now they're angry because they thought they would be getting money for something. So they planned something here about someone not having children, not being married, not having marriage and kids. Okay, tell me more about that. Ace of Pentacles, a gift, an investment, a blessing, an object, evidence, maybe the Queen of Swords. What they're planning here was some sort of evidence. This has to do with what they're planning with some sort of evidence. Yeah, this is their plan. Okay, so this crime hour is going to be about their plan. Their plan with the evidence. Yeah, trying to win at all costs, trying to get their way. They're still scheming, plotting, scamming, okay? The Nine of Wands. They don't want to give up, or you're not giving up, or you, who's this? Nine of Wands. The Six of Wands. They don't want to give up because they feel like they'll have victory and success. They feel like they can be released from something. They can get this swept under the rug. What is this? Yeah, somebody didn't, something about a death. Somebody did not send a message about a death, or somebody did not receive a message about a death. Somebody didn't send this, they didn't receive it. Okay, something about a message. It has to do with a relationship and somebody leaving a community. It also could have something to do with somebody did not touch a letter. Somebody did not touch paperwork. Like your DNA is not on whatever this is that they're trying to say is this message in the reverse. It's not you. You didn't send this message. You didn't receive this message. Okay. So now they need a new way of trying to sort this out, and it has to do with evidence. Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, an object, an idea, this new plan that they have. Okay, yeah, all right, so let's see what this is, huh? Okay, somebody didn't listen to their intuition about this secret. What's that about? About someone pressing charges and something about sex. When they press charges on someone, an accountant. Third eye, debt collection. Somebody didn't listen to their intuition about pressing charges on someone, an accountant, debt collection, third eye, and sex. K, debt, K, and an accountant. AI or ChatGPT. So they did something with AI or ChatGPT. Right, somebody's fingerprints are not on the letter, or there's no DNA on the letter, or there's something that's missing here, okay? Because it wasn't you, it was AI or ChatGPT. Right. Yeah, it was manipulation. That's what it was, manipulation. The choice to roofie someone, tax evasion and text messages, XX, taxes, texts, tax evasion, text messages, an exit, tax evasion, and an accountant, and debt collection because of tax evasion. Has to do with a setup and a truck driver. Okay, so they weren't listening to their intuition when they tried to use AI, ChatGPT to manipulate something, have someone press charges on someone over tax evasion. And someone is innocent here. Solar plexus, intuition. Their intuition, innocent, solar plexus, intuition. It was a warning about a doctor. So somebody didn't listen to their intuition, that something was a warning about a doctor. C and death. That something was a warning about a death and a doctor and someone being roofied. Okay, or somebody didn't listen to their intuition that this message about a death and a doctor was AI or ChatGPT manipulation. And it has to do with fingerprints. Yeah, there was no fingerprints on this, okay? Maybe eviction, throat chakra, something that was said. Something that was said has to do with someone cyber stalking and a meeting. Cyber stalking, maybe a microphone. Something that was said out loud. Cyber stalking, maybe. Something then was done with AI, ChatGPT. It was a warning about a doctor and a death. A death. A warning about the death of a doctor? Blood. The death of a doctor and blood? A warning about a doctor and blood? It has to do with an affidavit. A doctor and blood has to do with an affidavit. Something that was said out loud. Blood. D. Something that was said to D. About a mental illness, driving under the influence. DUI. Mental illness, a premeditated illness, or pre-med illness, blood, doctor, or a nurse, a pre-med. Yeah, somebody running away from a bribe. Running away a bribe or a runaway bride. Running away because of a bribe. or something that was said out loud about a warning about somebody wanting to unalive someone, maybe wanting to warn someone about a death, about an unaliving, someone being mentally ill. Okay, a death certificate, blood. Has to do with a King of Wands in reverse, a Queen of Wands in reverse, tax evasion. Okay, so who didn't listen to their intuition about this message? Whoever thought that they could get away with this. Whoever thought they would be getting away with it, okay? They thought they would get away with it, have victory and success with this, saying that there was a betrayal, an ultimate betrayal, or a death, a warning. So it kind of looks like somebody claiming they have information about a death or somebody dying, okay? Or somebody planning a death, premeditated. B. Lying. They lied. A copycat. A copycat lied to B, or B lied. A broker. About someone being broke. Trace back. B. They lied to B. They lied to B. Oh yeah, I bet that was a mistake. They lied to back. They lied to back. B-A-C-K. That's who they lied to? Back. They lied to back. Oh yeah, that was a mistake. D. BD. About an agreement to pay for something. An agreement to pay for something. D. Alcohol. There's a digital footprint here of their organized crime. An agreement to pay for alcohol. An agreement because of alcohol and paying for something. Surveillance of a father. So I don't know if this is like a conversation that you had with your father, okay? Maybe talking to a father, or talking about a father, or talking about a stepfather. Something that you said out loud. Something that they caught you saying or talking about or texting about. Talking about a father. Okay? This is what they use to lie, to back, to B-A-C-K. To change the jurisdiction. So they went all the way to the top, huh? They went all the way to the very top to lie. I. Intoxicated. I-C, intoxicated. D-I-C. I-C-C-I. Trafficking. Trafficking drugs. Binding. Somebody's bound to some sort of drug trafficking. Because they're bound to drug trafficking. Or they're bound to some sort of trafficking. Beauty industry. B, camera. BCA, huh? That's where they went? With pictures of a baby. With camera pictures of a baby. Because of a baby in the reverse or a child in the reverse. That's where they went, with pictures of a baby. Pictures of a baby. What? That crime, the crime with a child. Life insurance, that was the deal that they made. CID with a child, pictures of a child. IRS, the deal with the IRS has to do with baby pictures. Someone paying for baby pictures. Baby pictures, huh? So a PDF file, the letter. Jealous, saying someone was yes. Yes, that's why they said someone was jealous, yes. Because of somebody, because of some sort of baby pictures or somebody paying for baby pictures. What the hell? Obsessed. Yo, I don't know why baby and child is here. Something about not having a child, not having children. Something about a death, a coffin. Somebody being jealous and obsessed over a pregnancy. To change the jurisdiction, they went to B. Because of a father under surveillance, or to get a father under surveillance, under their surveillance, because of the pictures of the baby. Yeah. Karma. Yeah, you're about to get karma. Nasty. Nasty, demonic human being. Karma for sabotage. Is this really what I think it is? The transaction with Homeland Security and Customs and Toll. Because what? Because someone that works here knows what they brought over the border for their pictures. NF. FN. There's only one letter missing. I feel like it's a U. A baby, huh? Okay. You are protected by angels. And you want to know why you're protected by angels? Because you're dealing with people that are actual demons, like actual demonic possessed demons walking the earth. Like these people that you're dealing with, they're not normal. They're not normal humans. These are demons. They are possessed by something. I can't explain it any other way. Demonic shit. Very, very dark. Intellectual property. At a hotel. That's where they got it. That's where they made the exchange. At a hotel. In PR. Let me guess, it was this person, right? King of Wands in reverse. The video with S. Oh my God. Okay, so there's a video of an attack, a fake attack, okay, where they're pretending that someone got stabbed on camera. And I guess the way that they made this look extremely realistic, that you stabbed someone on video stabbing, the way that they made this look super realistic is with somebody going over the border and getting an organ or getting something from overseas, from the black market. Because there might be someone here, a King of Wands in reverse, they might know some people. And they got this for their video. That's what they're covering up. That's why they went to B. To cover up a father or a stepfather. Is this the person that knows all these people? A King of Wands in reverse might be someone sick, demonically possessed, evil, psychopathic father, stepfather. Oh yeah, I bet they know a bunch of really weird people. Real nasty people that they get along with, I guess. Okay, so they met someone in a hotel and they made a deal for a video, huh? Is this a baby or what is it? What did they get in C? What did they get there? What was the deal that they made here for their sick video? I mean, like how mentally ill and sick you have to be to even go along with this plan. Like there's something fucking wrong with you to go along with some sick shit like this. Okay, I don't know. All right. So tell me about this strength in reverse, this Empress in the reverse, okay? So what's that about? That's about someone losing their baby, their pregnancy, after being stabbed in the stomach. That's how far they went with this sick shit. Paying. They got paid for this? Oh, they got paid for this, huh? Pregnancy. They got paid for this. Okay, so I was just asking myself how sick and twisted and demonic you gotta be to go along with this shit. Well, I guess they'll go along with anything as long as the money's right, right? As long as they get paid for it, right? So how much was this worth? How much was this worth to you, Queen of Wands in reverse? How much was it worth? Oh my God. A lawyer, hacker. Oh, it has to do with a little hacker bitch, okay? And a lawyer. Why is little hacker bitch and lawyer here, huh? Because of a cybercrime. Because that's what they're trying to cover up, their cybercrime. Medication, medical, sacral energy. Something medical, okay? Medical. And a cybercrime. Nudes. Oh, nudes. Cybercrime nudes. So they're trying to cover up sex trafficking or some sort of PDF file ring that someone here apparently is a part of. And the only way they can think of this is pretending someone is pregnant and then staging that someone is getting stabbed. Yo, you are sick as hell. Like, really sick. Like, a mortgage, an inheritance, and a wife. Oh, someone pretending to be someone's wife, all right? Or what a wife pretended here at a home, mortgage. and an inheritance. Cocaine, O. O. T. T-O. O-T. Why did somebody do this? Well, maybe they did it for an inheritance, okay? Why did this King of Wands in reverse do this? Oh, maybe just, you know, for an inheritance. Maybe their wife's inheritance, right? F. F-O-T. What is this? F-O-T. Is this a foot or is it sex trafficking? It's a warning about something on a camera. It's a warning, something on a camera. Something national. H. Warning about something on a camera, national. H. A warrant. This is a warning. Why? Why is a warning coming out? Because of the question about an offer. OF. The question about the warning. Okay, so why did somebody warn someone? The question is, why did they warn what? The back? B-A-C-K. Why did they warn them? Is it that, or is it a pregnancy? I don't know. Why? Why did they do that? Well, pharmaceutical drugs, because of something pharmaceutical, something medical, a truck driver, and sex. Because of the blood, a death certificate, and the choice that someone made to drive under the influence, because of the blood, because of the death certificate. Because of whatever is in that video, okay? What else? Jurisdiction. They had to figure out how to get jurisdiction over something, over someone, over someone, over someone. Let me guess, the person that supplied them with whatever organic material is seen in the video. D, spell work. Wi-Fi. An opportunity with a wife because of pictures of someone's property. An opportunity with pictures, Wi-Fi, opportunity with Wi-Fi, pictures, or a wife and pictures, or opportunity with work, wine, a will. What's that about? It's about the investigation into someone that's two-faced and deceptive, okay? Something about the mail, something that was sold, selling something in the mail. Malicious intent. Death and a malicious intent. Death with malicious intent. Has to do with money, root chakra, and taxes. A negotiation. Yeah, the question. The question is about some sort of warning that was given about somebody planning a death with malicious intent in order to get jurisdiction over something, okay, because of the money being investigated, something with taxes. Yeah, this was an opportunity. They used some sort of an opportunity here. Could have something to do with an inheritance, taxes, and a home. Okay, so yeah, so that's the question, right? So what's the answer? That they thought they could get away with something here, all right? Surveillance, some sort of surveillance because of a death, right? A death. Why wife and taxes? Someone's wife and taxes. Sacral energy, choice, the choice that someone made. The choice, yeah, two things, two people. So, or because somebody is someone's wife, okay? So because this person is someone's wife, they automatically also get control over the other person that they actually want control over, King of Wands in reverse. So it had nothing to do with someone's wife, okay, if you get what I'm saying. This is like someone claiming that if somebody is planning a death with malicious intent, so let's just say you, collective, they're saying you're planning a malicious death with this wife. They're saying that, but that's not actually why they want jurisdiction. They don't really want jurisdiction over the wife. They want jurisdiction over the husband. Because the husband did something that they're trying to cover up. You get what I'm saying? They don't want the wife's files. They don't really care about that. They want the husband's files. Something like that, maybe. Okay. Okay, so somebody, either they lied about a King of Wands in reverse, or they lied because of a King of Wands in reverse. All right, so let's see. What's this lie about, huh? A violent crime. A violent crime. Okay, abuse. A violent crime because of abuse. Water. A wife, wine, a will, kidnapping, a child, and something with the earth. Water and earth. And a child, kidnapping. Abusing a child, violent crime. That's the sign or the message. About insurance. Yes. That's the sign or the message about insurance. Hacking. Hacking a job or a business. Job or business hacking. Selling. Hacking something, selling something, job or business. Hacker. Hacking, hacker, okay? D, pictures. Intellectual property and pictures. Because of a hacker that hacks pictures from a job or a business. Child abuse. A hacker and pictures. That's why they accused someone and lied about a violent crime. Because of a hacker and pictures. The choice for two people, two choices. Someone had two choices here, okay? Hair. Oh yeah, I added a new card, hair, okay? And opioids. Hair and opioids? Hair and opioids? I don't think so, okay? Come cut this fucking hair off, really. Like, somebody's not scared of that. Information about hair. Or is it O? Hair and O, hair and organs, hair and operation. Hair and operation, offshore account, mortgage. Hacking pictures. Has to do with a letter, a detective. Has to do with a detective that has a letter. Support. Money for a birthday and a pharmacy. Someone that got money for their birthday. Someone got money for their birthday from a pharmacy or something about a pharmacy. M. Money for a birth. Is it money for a birth? Money for a birth. That's the question. About some sort of work and medication. Okay, somebody working with medication. A pharmacist. Somebody that works with medication. A pharmacist. A pharmacist. A doctor, a pharmacist, a nurse. Money for a birthday. Money for a birth. Pictures. The question about a pharmacist. It's not about the pharmacist. It's about the King of Wands in reverse, okay? It's about the fact that that King of Wands in reverse is involved in some sort of child whatever, okay, and a violent crime. So how are they involved in that, huh? Sexting. No, it's a stabbing. Sexting, stalker, surveillance. Stalker, surveillance, or something about a stalker, or it's just ST, okay? Alone and an animal or a pet. So this King of Wands in reverse is involved here in something with alone, an animal or a pet, something about a stalker, and is N what I think it is? That's what they're trying to keep a secret with B. Their secret society here in B. They're trying to keep their secret here with B. Trafficking N. A husband. It's not the pharmacist. It's not the Queen of Cups. It's not the wife, whoever it is. It's not them. It's the husband. That's who they want jurisdiction over, the husband. Because of the chain reaction, there would be a chain reaction here. Because of someone's location, where someone was, medication, work, yeah, somebody that works with medication, the geolocation of someone here, someone is two-faced and deceptive. When it comes to somebody that works with their pharmacy, works with medication, works at the pharmacy, it's not about them. It's about the second person, two-faced. They didn't want credit card. Good news. Lying backfire. Lying about cocaine. They lied about cocaine. That's going to be their backfire, is that they lied about cocaine. Camera, or lied about something with a C. Claimed someone had a mental illness because of fingerprints. Tax evasion. Yes. The backfire is going to be that they lied about a mental illness. They lied about tax evasion. Okay. Because of fingerprints and something on a camera. So if this is like a pharmacist, it's like they're lying about the pharmacist or the doctor because they actually want control over the husband. But they're not going to say that that's what they want, obviously, because that would draw suspicion to the husband, right? They don't want anyone asking questions like, why does somebody want control over the husband, or some sort of an investigation of them. Let me guess, they don't want to have to say, well, there's something here we're trying to cover up that they did, you know, protective order. With a protective order or something with PR organs. No help. No help. Pictures, selling pictures. No help selling pictures. No, it wasn't help. It was blackmail for selling pictures. So it was blackmail because of some sort of pictures. Is it that? Pictures, some sort of pictures of something. I don't know. Selling pictures. No help with selling pictures. What does that mean? Sexting. Secrets. S-A-C, S-E, S-E, S-E-C, S-E, secret sexting sacral, S-E, 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 then a knife, a judge who's a dirty official. Why did a judge who's a dirty, corrupt judge, why did they make a false statement about a knife? Because of S-E, S-E-C, J and a dealer, GPS tracking. Why did they make a false statement about J and a deal or a dealer and some sort of GPS tracking? Because of a father. Because of a father. Because of a father. That's the sign or the message. It's two. The sign or the message is two. Two people, two choices, two things. A digital footprint, organized crime, or two things can be true at the same time, or there's two things at the same time. It's like there's a cyber crime, and then there's something with a digital footprint and organized crime. A catfish, K. The police. What they told the police about K has to do with 8, 28, 82, and a physical disease and something being deposited. Something being deposited. Something being deposited, something physical. Something, yes, the internet. Why a stalker? Yes, internet stalker. Yes, an internet stalker. Or why? Court, fire. A judge, a dirty official, a corrupt judge at court has to do with an internet stalker. So a hacker. A cybercrime, and somebody being mentally ill, a subpoena. Beauty industry has to do with a mole or informant in the system, somebody that stole something, a mole stole something because of a chronic illness, a car crash. A mole in the system stole something because of CCC. Because of a car. Because of an illness, because of a disease, a car. because of a disease, because of an injury. So, wait a minute. The judge made a false statement to the police, or somebody made a false statement here because they're being blackmailed, or what? J, internet, because of J and internet. Because of hacking, internet, stalking, cybercrime, and alibi, because they need an alibi. For something at the hospital that changed hands, K. Saying that something changed hands at a hospital, that's their alibi for J and K, K and J, internet, a hospital, something changing hands at a hospital. GPS tracking. Dirty official. A dirty official is helping someone create an alibi because of something that can be GPS tracked or traced back to a hospital where something changed hands. To a neighbor. C, a baby. It's not a neighbor, it's the NICU, isn't it? It's a NICU baby from a hospital. It's a baby from the hospital. What the fuck? F. Job or business. Yeah, number 5, a cartel. The number 5, a cartel. What, a fetus? F-E-T-U-S, a fetus from a hospital. F. I cannot believe that is really what they did. They got a fetus from a hospital, really? That's what they're trying to create an alibi for. Antibiotics are East Coast. Antibiotics are biotics. Yeah, something biological. In law. Yeah, the hospital thing, the pharmacy hospital thing, not interesting when it comes to the wife. It's the King of Wands in reverse. That apparently did something here with a hospital. I don't know. What is this? Alibi. Alibi for GPS tracking. They need an alibi because something can be traced, something can be tracked. Oh, okay. A restraining order. Something can be traced with an animal or a pet. Is it an organ? I feel like it's organ trafficking. They need an alibi because of organ trafficking, human trafficking, animal or pet. X. for the injury. The injury, right? Number three. Social Security. That's why they went to number 3, or 3 letters, right? B, right? 3 letters. That's why they went there. Because of someone's father. Because of this father figure here. That's why they made a false statement about two people. Because of this court official, this dirty judge. Forgery in court. A, judge, dirty judge, huh? A ring or jewelry. AR. J, A and J, 2 people. Oh, 2 people. F, K and F. Yes, DNA. Why the income garnishment? Yes, DNA, because of the DNA. On the knife, the DNA on the knife can be traced back to organ trafficking, really. And that's why they need to do something here with 2 people and get the 3-letter agency involved, because of the person that got them this organ, right? Wow. That is some sick shit. Okay. That is some sick shit. Tell me about this Queen of Wands in reverse here. All right. This one. Let me guess. The one that pretended to get stabbed. Injury comes out. I can't even make it up. I can't even make it up. Injury, huh? Oh, yeah. I bet. Restraining order. Trying to cover up a restraining order with an injury. Wow. So you went from faking a restraining order to faking a stabbing with an organ from the black market. Really? Really? Wow. Wow. That is insane. K. M. It's not about K. It's about M. Wow. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. I can't. Binding, because they're bound to trafficking. Bound to binding trafficking. Binding, bound to organ trafficking. Organ trafficking. M. It's MK. Organ trafficking. Their injury, their little injury, their fake injury and their restraining order ties back to organ trafficking. Counterfeit. Something was counterfeit. Their whole setup was counterfeit. Yeah, this whole injury, counterfeit. Beauty industry. I. VPN report. Report to a 3-letter agency. That's why they went to the 3-letter agency. Really? Really? Oh, a physical disease. Because they needed to steal something. That's why. Because Homeland Security, Customs saw it had to steal something. I don't know if it's them, if it's somebody that works for Homeland Security. Or they had to steal something from Homeland Security. I don't know. Okay? But they had to steal something, and it has to do with organ trafficking. I. How something changed hands. Animal or pet. Alibi. Because they needed an alibi for an animal or a pet. they needed an alibi for an animal or a pet. So because they needed an alibi for an animal or a pet, why don't we just pretend something about an injury and a freaking organ? Are you kidding me? Ugh. The fuck? All right, so this was their plan here. Something about losing a child, I guess. Okay. The King of Swords doesn't want to work together anymore. What is that? Losing a home. A pharmacist. The question about a pharmacist and the question about two people. It's not about them. It's not about those two people. It's about the King of Wands. Those two people, they're not interesting at all, okay? There's nothing going on over there. It's this person that they wanted their hands on, okay? Identity fraud. Wire. Why? A wire. A wife. Internet fraud. Identity fraud. Internet fraud. International fraud. Identity fraud. Internet fraud. I don't know. Fraud, that's for sure. An international fetus. Stabbing? Sabotage? I think this is a stabbing. Sabotage, okay. An attack, a stabbing attack can be traced back to an international fetus, okay? Stabbing. It's not even sexting. I swear it's stabbing. I swear it is. Catfish. An animal. An animal. A deal that they made. A dirty official is a fucking PDF file, okay? This dirty official, this dirty judge is a PDF file. All right, they're a PDF file. So why are they helping all these people? Because they're a PDF file. That's why. That's the deal that they made, because they're a PDF file. Job or business. Animal or pet. I feel like it's a fetus. I feel like F is fetus, honestly. An animal or a pet and a fetus. A catfish, an animal. A dirty official, that's a PDF file. That works for Homeland Security by any chance? Homeland Security, huh? Crown chakra, got him. A hitman. Yeah, perfect shot, right? Hitman, I feel like perfect shot. PDF file, Homeland Security, covering up organ trafficking because they don't want to be exposed for cyber crimes. Break in, and someone breaking in. Breaking into a phone, R. Phone call, R. Breaking in. Calling the B, oh, calling B, right, B. B-A-K, government agency about a heart. A government agency calling something in about a heart. All right, cybercrime, because of a fucking cybercrime. An agreement that they made with witchcraft, right? Game over for you, game over for you. So let me get this straight. Because we have a Homeland Security official here and a judge that are either related to each other or one of them is just a PDF file, okay? Committing cyber crimes. Let me guess, PDF-philia, okay? They make an agreement with witchcraft. So let me guess, this is this animal sacrifice thing, right? And in order to make themselves an alibi for this and to not get called out about this, they set up something here with a video attack. You're deranged. You're deranged as hell. Like you think demons walk the earth, this is a demon. Oh, there's a couple of them. This is some sick, demented shit. Sick as hell. Like, how bad does your problem have to be with minors that you go along with stuff like this, huh, Judge? How bad is your problem that you go along with sick shit like this? Well, you're a PDF file. You're a little PDF file. And you got a big problem, don't you? Who hacked you, huh? Who's got this over your head? You got hacked, didn't you?